Perhaps one of the most endearing stories surrounding the seaside superstar is that of clown Bertram. Bertram, real name Albert Edward Harvey, was the most popular and best-loved performer ever to appear in Clacton. He spent 18 seasons from 1922 to 1939, entertaining both adults and children alike. On arriving, he approached the new owner of Clacton Pier, Barney Kingsman, and said that his name was Bertram, and could he have a job please? Mr. Kingsman asked him what he could do, and Bertram replied he could entertain children. When Mr. Kingsman suggested that he be given a week's trial, Bertram tentatively approached the question of a salary, and was somewhat taken aback when Mr. Kingsman promptly offered him more than he had actually asked for. The 1-week trial lasted until 1939. He was an immediate sensation, and after a while it became obvious that he needed something better than a carpet. So the Clacton Pier Children's Theatre was built near the pier head. Now, instead of a carpet, the children had rows of forms to sit on, and the paying parents had tip seats behind. The building contained seats for 500 and was always full. As seats were non-bookable queues formed literally hours before opening time and wound all the way around the end of the pier. However, a capacity of 500 was not enough, so once again Bertram moved, this time into the old pavilion, renamed the Jollity Theatre, with a 1,000 seat capacity. This too was frequently full to the brim. Performing to roughly 80,000 plus children every season, Bertram's shows were a hot ticket, with many disappointed would-be spectators locked outside waiting to get in. Ruby Harvey, better known as Auntie Ruby, used to provide the musical accompaniment for her husband, but with a rise in audience members, Bertram's show also had to expand, and he began to engage juvenile professional talent to help him and his wife with performances. These youngsters became known as Bertram's Bright Young Things. One of the main parts of Bertram's show consisted of competitions for the children. These included balloon bursting, skipping, making funny noises, and answering questions like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" with prizes for the quickest burst balloon, the longest skip, the funniest noise, and the best dancer.
A place of pleasure for thousands of holiday makers, this pier on the east coast is now partially a mass of wreckage. A German mine, floating around on its mission of murder, bumped against the pier. A terrific explosion followed. 2 lifeboatmen who were on the pier at the time had just entered the boathouse when the mine exploded. To this they owe their lives. Tom Fairweather was not much hurt, and neither was his companion, though he had the breath knocked out of him for the time. The fortunate thing about the affair is that no lives were lost. Bad enough in all conscience, but it might have been worse.
Even during the war years, the show still went on. The children from the Eldon Road Infant School, London, are being entertained by Clown Bertram, with the funds being provided from Canada through the Lord Mayor's Fund for bombed out areas. It was not until the first post-war season in the summer of 1945 that Clown Bertram performed in front of 1,200 children at an Ocean Theatre matinee. Hi you children of the years that gone, who now have children of your own. Here's a message to you from Uncle Bertram, about whom you've been writing us affectionate remembrances in stacks. Through the kindness of the old codgers, I am sending this message of grateful and sincere thanks to the many young and old friends of the bygone Children's Theatre of Clacton Pier, who have written to live letters, sending notes of affection and remembrance to Uncle Bertram. So very many kind thoughts of an old seaside pal have really staggered me. I never knew how much you loved me, or did I? But I still think of you all, kids, mums and dads, and the fun we had together. Remember Kiss Your Uncle? Cheerio pals, keep on remembering me. I always think of you. God bless you all, Uncle Bertram.